You're listening to Mix Off Air with Duffy Moon, Amber Kay, Camper Kyle, and Kelsey Lorenz. And now, you probably don't care, but...
What are you laughing at, Kelsey?
Oh, man. Well, my sister, I don't know what I'm saying to her or about her, what I said about her, but she just posted on Facebook, Kelsey Lorenz putting me on blast on the radio is traumatizing. Hashtag Mix 107.5.
Is it Sam?
Yeah.
We talked about her going to Texas, that she wanted to... Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
I always see your other sister and staying there, and I was like, is she crazy going where there's a bunch of kids that are not in school? Yep.
Oh, man. Well, good thing she only heard that one because, golly, I've been putting her on blast for a while now.
Hopefully your mom isn't listening. We talked about a bunch of stuff today, that she drinks everything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that she doesn't like meditation.
Marietta is such a person that, she comes up with the craziest things. I have so many videos. She will not allow me to post them.
Aww.
But I love to take them just for myself. There's one video of Snapchat where someone was talking to me over Snapchat and she thought they were on the phone and she started talking to them. And I was like, no, it was a video. Here, I'll videotape you. And she goes, get that camera out of my face. I was like, Mom, what is your problem? Oh, man, but she is something, and Sim's not too far away. Anywho, that is not what this podcast is about.
No, I'm not even sure what this podcast is about. Sometimes,
me either.
Yeah, sometimes during the Mix Morning Show, every weekday, 6 to 10, by the way, Mix 107.5, maybe Kelsey or Amber or I will just shout, hey, I have an idea for the podcast. And then we'll go, okay. And we'll just see how it goes, right? So, yeah. Kelsey, what are we doing here?
Okay, so I saw this tweet that said name actors that only play that one character and blah blah blah. Half of them I did. Someone had the audacity to put Meryl Streep.
Really? For what role?
I don't know. That's
Mamma Mia.
Dude, she has played so many different roles. Yeah. That's why I was like, what? So
you guys like her as an actor? I think she's overrated.
Yeah, but I don't get what they say about she's the best actor ever. I don't get that.
No, she's fine.
Okay, well, stop the podcast. We're done. I mean,
she's good, but there's a lot of actors that are really good. I don't get the whole she's the best ever. I mean, what James McAvoy better.
Yeah. No, but
especially when he played Half Goat.
Well, he was doing Wanted, and in the scene, it's just on his face, and he's having to have an anxiety attack. And his veins literally, he's not speaking or anything. His veins literally slowly start bulging out of his head, and he starts turning bright red. Who can do that?
I will say he did a pretty good job in Split.
Yeah.
I do like him in Split.
Oh, he played that weird split personality person,
yeah,
right?
Man, he played 6 different personalities. It was pretty cool. But my idea for this was that actor that plays that one character, and then that's all you see.
There's a name for that.
What is it?
Typecasting.
Yes.
Typecasting.
Orlando Bloom, or not Orlando Bloom, what's his buddy in Pirates of the Caribbean? Jack Sparrow, what's his name? Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Well, I can't see Johnny Depp not being Pirates.
See, and that's
really?
That's all I see him as now.
I just see him as Edward Scissorhands.
There you go.
No, I'm joking.
I'm joking.
See, but that one movie where you're that guy from such and such, and they're that's all you my thing is, the actor that I was watching was the mayor from Schitt's Creek. Mm-hmm. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
You can say it.
It's
fine.
pronounced, or it's spelled Schitts.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a Netflix show. It's very funny, by the way.
But yeah, he's the mayor of that town. But he's also the guy from Scary Movie 2 with my strong hand. And he's got that kind of deformed hand. And he's like, no, grab onto my strong hand. And the guy's like, no, let me grab the other one.
Yeah.
So that's all I see him as. And do you guys have those actors?
Oh, yeah.
Where, David Spade, all I think about is him and Joe Dirt. And all he microphone, check 1, check 2. And they don't take no feedback.
See, I've seen, one of my favorite actors is Harrison Ford, and he's in a lot of great movies that are not Star Wars or Indiana Jones, but whenever I see him, I think it's Indiana Jones who's living another life. Because it's I can't not see Indiana Jones. I was watching Apocalypse Now,
I love. No, I don't like that.
No, and Harrison Ford has this really small part in it, but it's at the very beginning, and he's playing like this military officer or whatever who's giving the orders to the main character. And I'm just watching. I'm going, this is before Indiana Jones became a teacher, and because I can't see him not Indiana. What's funny, I don't even see him as Han Solo. I see him as Indiana Jones.
Wow,
So,
crazy.
yeah.
I see Julia Roberts
Really?
as Pretty Woman. Every time I come up, I'm like Pretty Woman, and I just dun, 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 dun.
I've never seen Pretty Woman.
Really?
Wow, it'll change your life.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about that. I can't think of any. I was gonna say like Rainn Wilson. He plays Dwight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not that if I see him on anything else, I see Dwight. It's that I'm like, that was your role.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no other role you ever do is going to be as good as that
Dwight.
one.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't take him seriously. Like I've actually seen him in a serious role, and I went, "Are you serious? I don't see that." Yeah, but
Yeah, that's it. Well, and Steve Carell, I know he's like a big office or big box actor,
yeah.
whatever that's called.
I know what you're saying.
But yeah, Steve, he was
See, and
Michael from The Office.
Well, see, and I was gonna say, I thought he did a really good job of breaking that. Like,
Yes.
he's
Oh.
yeah, like
I just always
like
see
Dinner
him.
with the Schmucks,
Yep.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Kelly Clarkson.
Who was the one in Meet the Fockers? Was that Ben Stiller?
Ben
Ben
Stiller.
Stiller.
Oh, that's Ben Stiller.
and all I see him as is Dodgeball when he's like, oh, Tony.
I can't believe
My kids were watching that movie the other day, that kid movie.
Heavyweights.
Camp Nowhere? Or Heavyweights?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
And Ben Stiller is in that, and
Yes.
he's playing that character, and that's before Dodgeball was ever made.
Way before. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to go watch it. It's on Disney Plus right now. It's
Yeah.
so funny. That was my love for Ben Stiller started with that movie. I was
Really?
like, dang, man, you're hilarious. And he's like, Johnny loves Chachi.
Well, so I'm thinking of like an actor who always plays like the military general in movies. So this isn't an actor that you only think of one role from a specific movie, but this is an actor who always plays the same role. So he's
Yeah.
this bald-headed guy, and he's in like half of the military movies ever made, and he's always like a general. And I'm trying to think of the name for that guy, but I'm not going to be able to while talking at the same time. So I don't know. But he's like he plays the same role every time he plays a movie.
So it's like Jennifer Aniston. Like, all of her characters are the same. Like, they said whenever she did Good Girl or Gone or whatever that movie was with Jake Gyllenhaal, that, it really showed her acting chops and da-da-da-da. But I feel like it's this...
See,
It's the same character in everything.
that she did. Jennifer Aniston actually came up in that thread, that Twitter thread, and it did say like Jennifer Aniston until the morning show, which I haven't watched, but
It's good.
okay, I might have to
But
do
no,
it.
I still
Even
feel
then?
like it's the same. I mean, it's Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she doesn't like change her character. You know, like you watch some actors like Tom Hardy. Like,
Yeah.
he'll be like unrecognizable.
Yeah, I do like that guy. He's pretty good.
Well, think of Tom Hardy. I mean, Tom Hardy played Bane. I never knew that until I looked it up. So from The Dark Knight, or from Batman, rather.
Yeah,
He
dude.
plays Bane, and he also plays in Mad Max.
Well, in The Revenant, I'm like,
And The Revenant,
I
yeah.
knew he was in it, and the whole movie I'm waiting. I'm like, where's
Where
Tom
is
Hardy?
he? Yeah, because
He was right there. He's in the whole entire
Yeah.
movie. And
Yeah.
so that's where I'm like, Meryl Streep's good, but then you got actors like that, or like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Joaquin
And-
Phoenix is too much, man. Gosh, he freaks me out. Like, he literally freaks me out. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
good. But freaks me out. Like, every time I see he's in a movie, I'm like, God, here we go. Because he like becomes that person. I'm like,
Yeah. It's called Meisner.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, I was watching, I guess it was Johnny Cash, that movie he was in.
Walk the Line or the Dewey
Walk
Cox
the
story.
Line.
Or is it Walk
Dude,
the
I
Line?
love
Yeah.
the Dewey Cox story. But I thought I was watching Elvis the whole time. And I was all, when is he going to start singing the Hound Dog song? I want that.
Oh my gosh.
Turns out, yeah, not the same person.
So when I was living in Seattle, I always wanted to like go into acting, but I have do not like being in front of people. I have stage fright. Bad.
So acting is the perfect.
Yeah. But like I would always watch Inside the Actors Studio, and I would get so mad when I would watch it because I was watching all these actors talk about all this stuff, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And so I finally went on Craigslist.
Stop. All right. Why is this not the first thing on everyone's mind?
I went on Craigslist and I found an agent.
Wow.
And so then
dude, I'm just going to stop you right there. If you would have made it big right there, that would have been your first line for your bio.
Yeah.
Well, my Craigslist agent.
Yeah. So I go to her office and you're supposed to take like a headshot.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have like headshots or anything. So I took a picture that my mom had taken of me that was in black and white, and it was a picture I took with my daughter when she was born, so I cropped her out and I gave that to her and she loved the picture.
There you go.
But she was like, yeah, I see you doing like, you know, when you go to like the dentist office and there's brochures in there and there's people on the brochure, like they're normal people. Like that's what she thought I could probably do. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I want to take acting classes. Where can I find acting classes? Because I didn't know anybody up there. I didn't know where to go or anything. And so she said that she had a client who had been in LA for a while, did a bunch of, you know, like very small parts and was teaching some acting classes. So then I started taking these acting classes from this girl, and we had them at her apartment community like lobby center. And there was probably like 8 of us, and we would do these classes once a week for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months until that girl overdosed on some pills.
Whoa.
That always ruins the fun.
Whoa.
But so I started getting books for Meisner because that's what we did, a lot of Meisner exercises. And this one book I got, I looked in the back and the author had his email. So I emailed this author and he called me.
Wow.
And he had a thing in Florida where you go stay at like this college, and it's this whole workshop for like 2 weeks, and you stay in Florida, you stay in a dorm.
Oh my gosh.
And we talked on the phone several times, but I had just had my daughter, and so I was like, there's no way I can go and do that right now. But Meisner's pretty cool. It's you got to let go of all of your being self-conscious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My extent of acting, I told my dad I wanted to be famous, and he told me that I have a better chance of winning the lottery. My parents are a very realistic.
That's good.
They're very
true.
realistic.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
He let me know right then and there. He was like, Kelsey, that's cool and all. And that's why I chose communications, because I was like, well, I don't want to be a theater major. No offense to theater majors.
No.
But that kind of brings up my extent of acting. I was bullied by the theater kids. And I stopped freshman year of high school.
Wait.
I was so sad.
Okay, I am speaking from anecdotal evidence only. So this is not broad reaching, but normally in my experience,
They're like accepting and all that?
No. It's the theater kids that gets bullied.
Nah,
so
man.
You're the one.
I was in their world.
Oh boy.
All right. I came into their world. I got an actual like speaking part. It was the people it was the chorus that bad-mouthed me, or it didn't even bad-mouth, they were just mean. But oh my gosh, you would have thought that I came into their world and they were not about it.
All right, you know what? We're gonna wrap up on that note.
I'll tell y'all about my small parts I did some other time.
Yes.
Oh, do you want to?
Please.
You want to do that now or later?
I don't know.
Well, let's say, actually, you know what? Let's save that for another pod. We have one coming out in a little bit. Let's save it for that one. I'm actually really interested.
I'll talk about my acting experiences too.
Perfect. Thanks for listening in. You can catch us every morning, weekdays on the Mix Morning Show, Mix 107.5, and every other now and again when we release a new podcast. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.